Good morning. We'd like to welcome you to the BlackUSA.News morning show. My name's Donnie Glover. We're here with the one and only Susan Smallwood of Grandiosity. Good morning, Susan. How are you?
Grand morning, everybody. Grand morning, world. I am Grand. I'm trying to get situated here. I hear feedback.
I don't. So tell them about Miss Grant. Tell them about Grandiosity, Susan. How have you been?
Grandios- Grandiosity was formed 6 years ago this past October, and we're grandly excited to uh, produce way more grander events that are coming up in 2022. I mean, like, I'm so excited because my brain is moving so fast. And then I hear my feedback. So I'm trying to get all this information out while I'm listening to me again.
Oh, so you getting to sit. Why don't you go out and then come back in? Go out and then come back in. Yeah. There we go. So we just got some horrible news. I didn't know this, that Mr. Alan Meacham from James Mosier Baseball went home to glory last week. And I'm so disappointed to hear about this news over overnight.
Here we go.
What are the balloon things there? Are they balloons?
No, sorry. That's my beautiful orchid flower.
Oh, some big
All right.
flowers.
Now we're situated.
Okay. All right. Well, good morning to you.
Grand morning. Please tell me that first segment is not going to be aired.
We
The first.
live, baby. We are live. This is the BlackUSA.News morning show, Monday through Friday, 10 to 11.
Okay.
All right, good enough. So, how was the last event? The last event was the polo event?
The fifth annual Celebrity Charity Polo and Jazz was held September 19th at Congressional Polo Club. Was absolutely magical. Hosted by Emmy Award-winning TV star Carson Kressley and Real Housewives of New York City, Brashan Shaw. We had approximately 400-ish guests. When I tell you, they showed up fabulously fashionable and festive for the occasion. The guests were so impressed that they even started securing their VIP tables for 2022. Sixth annual Celebrity Charity Polo and Jazz, which will be hosted by actress Lisa Ray.
You don't do just regular events, do you?
No, it has to be grand or nothing at all.
So, I'm curious. You're not in Baltimore, are you? I mean, it's just a lot of sunshine behind you.
Absolutely not. You're very observant. I am in Florida.
That's some real sun there. That's some equatorial stuff there.
It really is.
How's Florida?
It's grand and gorgeous and glorious here. I'm very grateful to be here where the sun, the moon, the stars, the beach, the ocean, the water. I just love, I'm on a healing journey. So it's apropos for me to be where I am.
What's the healing journey about?
Healing journey is about enlightenment, to recognize who I am, where I am, and where I'm going, and the people around me, just to recognize, to be conscious. So to heal from past trauma and wounds, and to self-correction. Self-correction.
A
What is that?
police officer mentioned that to me once.
What was that just flashed up?
Oh, Rico Crawley. He said, "Good morning, Mr. Donnie Glover and everyone. Peace and blessings from God's giving hands. God giving." That's always a tongue twister. God's giving hands. And this is Michael Randolph down in Tampa. He used to be here in Sandtown, but they recruited him to come to Florida, and he never came back.
I don't blame him. Well, grand greetings, everybody that's watching right now.
So Lisa Ray, she's one of my favorite actresses.
Is she?
I loved her in that cowboy movie or the
So,
cowboy movie.
so it's safe to say that you will definitely be in attendance next year.
You can bet all the tea and China on that. I wouldn't miss it for the moon.
Wonderful.
Don't you have a philanthropic cause that you donate to?
Yes. Well, every year we identify a different foundation that we give back to. So we have not yet identified a foundation for 2022. So we're asking the community to send us your information. Tell us what you do. Who would like to get a $10,000 check presented to their foundation at 2022 Polo and Jazz? So we're going to give the audience that opportunity to send us their nominations.
So I gotta ask you, who's your team?
Ooh, I'm flanked by angels and ancestors to the left and to the right. And I have a team of powerful, affluent folks in the DMV and now here in South Florida. So they're the quiet ninjas. They're quiet angels. They're the quiet ones. They don't want all that fanfare. So it's not just me. I do have a powerful team that's backing me and flanking me, left to the right and to the left.
Any suggestions for an aspiring event coordinator?
Never give up. Never, ever, ever, ever give up. I'm in my 6th year. Next year will be the 6th year for Polo, but for business, 6 years this past October. There were many times that I felt like giving up. There were many times that I don't even know how to say. I don't even want to even have those flashbacks. But the experiences weren't favorable. And
you learn to hit back harder.
Mm-hmm.
You learn to hit back harder.
Yeah. So when those folks that are not positive beings that try to, I'm not going to try. They want to bring.
Like attacks. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Yeah. Oh, yes. All of that, and that made me have more fuel to my fire to keep going, to show them grander than I can tell them.
It's just jealousy.
It is whatever you call it. That's their issue.
Jealousy. A lot of jealous people in this world. Rather than go home and clean up their house, they out busy talking about somebody else's house.
Yes.
They say clean up in front of your own door before you go messing around in front of somebody. But that's just people. Because if they had a focus, they wouldn't be looking at it. I'm too busy focused on my thing to be over here minding somebody else's business. Helping somebody. Amen.
Amen.
Hi, how you doing? You good? If I can help you, let me know. But I'm focused on this network, keeping this thing going. That's why we had to have you here today. Because you are a breath of sunshine while it's cold up here. Well, it's gonna be about 50 degrees. How was your Thursday? Last Thursday?
It was beautiful. We dined at Poppy Steak. Poppy Steak, if anyone's familiar or not, they're located in Miami. They've been open 2 years, and they serve $1,000 tomahawk steak presented in a beef case full of smoke.
Ho. You didn't say briefcase. You said a beef case.
Beef case, $1,000 tomahawk steak served in a beef case.
What is a tomahawk steak?
I don't know.
T-bones and porterhouses and ribeyes. A tomahawk.
It's a grand steak. I don't eat meat.
Huh?
I do not eat meat anymore. I have eliminated meat from my diet.
Well,
It's
I
been,
can I'll take it off your hands, but it sounds like $1,000. I'm gonna cut that up into 10 pieces and eat it over 10 days.
well, I mean, it's a huge steak, so I'm sure about 10 guests will enjoy dining off of it. But again,
Oh.
it is that so they are known for that, and then they have a $3,000 caviar, traditional caviar service with Royal Eccentric caviar. And I am an affiliate for a caviar brand, and I love what I do. So I'm currently booked here in the South Florida area for holiday Grand Lux caviar bars.
Is that
Yeah,
that's your new brand?
yes, caviar baby. Champagne and caviar reality, not a dream. This is a reality.
So when is the book coming out? You have to write a book about being grandiose.
Well, I'm not grandiose now. It's just grandiosity. I'm just grand, not grandiose. But
Okay, a book on grandiosity.
yeah,
You're always thinking out of the box. How did you come up with the polo event?
Well, so 5 years ago, I was invited by a very, very loving, dear soul. Her name is Kim Warfield. She lives in Middleburg, Virginia. Middleburg, Virginia is equestrian country, which is where Salamander Resort is located. Sheila Johnson, beautiful resort. So my girlfriend Kim invited me to a polo tailgate. And after I attended, I actually had a grand time. And she said, Susan, why don't you do an event, polo event? And I looked at her like she was crazy. I went home, I meditated, I called her back. I said, let me try this. So in 3 months, I did marketing. And I think almost 200 guests came to the first one, or 100 and something guests attended the first one. They were all so impressed that I have repeat guests as a result, and the word spread, and each year it's grown.
But I want to go back to that first event. You said somebody, Kim Warfield dropped the idea on you. You went home and you meditated on it. Do you think it was already predestined? Do you think that once God gave you a little glimmer, you would have looked over there and went there anyway, that it was all planned out, that the universe knew that you were supposed to be there at that time?
That's a very good question, because you probably hit the nail on the dot. There are no coincidences in life. And the fact that she recognized that the value in me, to see that I had the capability to produce an event of that magnitude, must have meant it came from a higher being. And so I created that polo and jazz. I added the jazz element because it's nice to have an entertainment component with the sport of polo. So I believe I was destined to do that. I'm the only woman of color to do that. And I'm blessed that I'm able to give back to the community, because each event we celebrate a foundation that helps out the community. So it's become a signature event.
Wasn't it something about fancy cars? I remember the fancy cars.
Yeah, so we had a Lamborghini rally. Sterling Motor Cars, Rolls Royce, and Lamborghini came out to the one in 2019 to support the foundation we benefited that year, which is Concerts for Causes owner Brett Murray. So that was a beautiful turnout in 19. And last year, 2020, we produced it in Maryland. And Karen Huger from Real Housewives of Potomac was our celebrity guest. And then 2 months ago, we had it again September 19th. We're already campaigning.
Do you ride horses?
I don't ride horses. I've been on horses, but I don't ride horses. In my next lifetime, perhaps I'll be a polo player.
Now, see, you said your next lifetime. Just as you were saying that, I saw you on a horse with like your fist in the air with like a rifle or a spear or some type of, warrior queen on the horse.
Never know. It could happen in this lifetime, but I tell myself it'll happen in a future lifetime.
Okay, so here's my final question, and I know you got to go, but we want to share with people how to think outside of the box, how to shed old skin. And this is holiday, the New Year's coming up, but a lot of us are trapped with the wrong people around us, or we may think we don't have this, we don't have that, I can't do this. Help us before you go. Train our minds to think that we can do anything that the good Lord puts inside there.
So it's called neuroplasticity. Plasticity. Where did you go, Donnie?
I was giving you the whole screen.
Is retraining your brain. Neuroplasticity leads to automaticity. So when you retrain your brain, it becomes a habit. Like every morning I wake up, I do my ritual, affirmations, visualizations, emotionalizations, journaling. So when it becomes, when you make it a daily habit, what you're doing is you're impressing upon your subconscious, because our subconscious is our driver, not the conscious, is our subconscious. And you're already putting the waves, the frequency into the universe of what you desire, what you deserve. So when you believe in yourself and you love yourself and you're resonating on a frequency in the 5th dimension over 500 hertz, then it manifests faster. It's magical. My journey has been magical. Also sacrificing, I sacrificed meat 7 months ago. So now everything happens in grand quantum leap. The issue was when, as a young girl, I've always had grand ideas. I grew up overseas in Europe, Germany, and Belgium, traveled everywhere because my father was in the military. He was in the army. And people used to make fun of me, and, you know, not just because of the way I looked, but also because of the way I thought. And
You're gorgeous. What were that? Jealousy, haters?
So for years, I suppressed my ideas. I didn't really, talk about it because for fear of being made fun of. It took for me to gain confidence in myself as a wise older woman that's wiser now, to say, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. F y'all. I'm going to do what I feel that the universe wants me to do. I'm walking in my true calling. It's a gift. I don't know where it comes from sometimes. It's a gift. So, because I'm 54 now, but it took it
Wait for 54, kid.
Thank you. It took for me what I was late 40s for me to finally say, to believe in myself. I mean, before I was kind of operating on what everybody else wanted me to be.
I'm so glad you did.
So now I'm believing in myself and loving myself, and everything that I believe in is becoming true for me. What you believe becomes true for you, good or bad. I believe in grandness. Now grandness is attracted to me. It's called law of attraction. Real recognize real, fake attracts fake. So everything I'm doing now, I'm aligning with my tribe on the grander level. I don't operate on a hemispheric level. I operate on a stratospheric level. That's where I am. So only people that are operating and vibing on your same frequency will be aligned with you and match your vibes. If they don't, they will fall by the wayside. Catch me if you can. Meet me at the top. The view is always grander from the top anyway.
You've inspired me. I'm motivated. I'm inspired. Next time I see you, might be in South Beach.
Well, and again, I manifested living here too. Everything that has happened in my life as a result recently, not my whole life, when I started believing and loving myself is when it started happening. And then when you sacrifice, it happens in even more magically grand quantum leap. Don't listen to the naysayers. Follow your dream, your vision, your passion, and you've got to vibrate on a grand level. Your frequency has to be high. If you're operating on a low vibe frequency, and that sometimes is attributed to your environment and to your people you're associating with, you got to walk away from all of them. Somebody called me the cutoff queen, because I will cut you off if your energy is not on my level, and have no guilt about it. So I hope I answered in a nutshell.
When's the book coming out? I can't wait to read it.
Lord Jesus, I got to sit still to write the damn book. Lord, somebody help me. Now I'm got to manifest that one. I just haven't sat still long enough to write the book, but it will eventually come out.
Good deal.
Save the date, September 24th, Saturday, September 24th, Congressional Polo Club, our 6th annual celebrity charity polo and jazz, hosted by actress Lisa Ray. In the meantime, follow at Grandiosity Events on Facebook and IG for other grander events, curated events. Hire us for your private curated events, especially for the Grand Lux Caviar, baby. And I'll see y'all at the top.
Good deal. Much love to you. Thank you for taking time out.
Live life grand every day.
We'll be back at 7 p.m. tonight with Sister Biz. Good morning, world. Thank you, Susan.
Friend, bye-bye.